in the mountains. So what do you class as Dublin like?
Fuck. The Lewis still goes down my
You're
house.
in the
It counts as
mountains, man.
it counts as the city.
No, you're in the mountains. Me bollocks. You walk 2 seconds out the door and you're fucking see a fucking a knacker shagging a sheep.
All right, Dave. Let's make this easy for Aaron. Let's establish where the city starts and where it ends. Right? Where does the Dublin city
It ends.
start?
No, I'm taking this on my own. Oh fuck, Dave. I'm taking this under my own fucking wing, right? The city ends where the Lewis stops.
No,
that is completely and utterly
Yes,
fucking
no.
wrong. No,
Yes.
Aaron. No, that's
Yes.
called a
Fundamentally
suburb.
wrong.
That is a suburb of the city.
No, Aaron.
No.
Oh,
Wrong.
I'm meant to be. Aaron's being a nonce again. Aaron's being a nonce again.
Apparently, we're wrong.
Because he's from Cork and he's a nonce. He
Okay.
is. Stop defending him.
Yeah, the rebels are at it again.
Getting the
Actually,
force in the morning.
I'm going to put this into the group chat because I know she didn't hear that. I'm just going to say thank you, Laura, with no context to anybody else.
The city ends at a boundary where it then becomes the suburbs of the city.
Yes. There
I'm
has to
from
be a
Ballyfermot, a suburb
Yeah.
of the
That
city.
is a
You're
suburb.
from City West, the mountains of the city.
Yeah. Shockingly enough, the city is where like it's where it's meant to be, as it were, the most concrete. Like there's just even be more tangible than that. It's like it is the center
Henry the
part.
Hoover bike.
The center part, the part where like there's no
Actually,
like
I got abused. I got
Where-
abused when I lived in Cork for where I lived. And now I'm up in Dublin, and now I'm getting abused because I didn't pick the right place in fucking Dublin. But fuck you cunt.
No, you can pick the right
No,
place.
no,
Just don't call it
no.
a fucking city. You mad.
It is-
Everywhere you
It's definitely.
go.
I guarantee you the city boundaries go as far as City West. I guarantee
Everywhere
it.
you go. Watching Aaron nonsense.
Up.
Putting on a show.
Is Sagat up in the north?
You're not
With
black.
those
Put that fist down.
No, Saga is south.
You're
You're going for south.
Okay, no.
Chuck
Okay,
up
so
away from the
airport-
city. You see where I'm going with this, Aaron? You see where I'm going with this?
She's wearing way too much eyeshadow.
Yeah, actually, in fairness, you actually got a point there.
Also, Jonathan,
Okay.
where do you consider the city to actually end?
Right, we have an answer from the gallery here. It's
Right.
whatever's contained by the M50 is Dublin city centre. Yes.
That means I'm from the city centre then.
Technically, that means
Yeah.
I'm from the city centre. 'cause
No,
the
you're
M50
No.
beyond the M50, Aaron.
You're beyond the M50.
You go out-
Outside the M50. Outside the M50. Inside. The actual,
You're in the mountains. The M50 doesn't go to the mountains.
inside the curve. Like this is why like there's a Dublin City Council and then there's South Dublin County Council. You see, there's a critical
Dublin is
word
a
missing
county,
there.
Aaron. Just remember that. Dublin is a county.
Yeah.
What? We're not going on to anything, Chloe. I'm trying to defend the fact that we're technically in the city. Then, let's talk to switch there, actually, please. With that.
He's getting choked out in the morning. Did he just say that to Chloe? He's getting choked out. I hope she rams that brush up your hole.
Yeah, I know.
We're not.
like,
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do that
Oh.
Libby thing again.
All
Don't
you're
back
missing,
down.
all you're
double
missing is
down.
the can of Amstel.
Aaron, is your secret kink that you'd like to be wrong? Is that what you're thinking?
No, do you know
You
what
like
it is?
being wrong.
Do you know
and
what
have
it
to
is?
be
That laugh
shouted
was
at.
timed perfectly in the video, by the way. That laugh was timed perfectly in the video. Clip that.
Yeah.
Aaron, you're
You know
getting
what it
laughed
is,
at by
right?
the
It's
game.
one of those things where I won't admit that I'm wrong until it's like too far gone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more just that. It's more just the fact I'm too fucking hard-headed.
All right. Okay. Aaron. Right. Here's how we're gonna stop this argument. Kira is gonna tell Amy if you don't drop this.
Do you think it's gonna get any worse?
Yes. Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. The horse bolted. Horse bolted. That's it.
I
You're
would
in trouble
say,
there.
I would
Oh,
say that
okay,
the city
shit.
ends, like the city centre would end around not Guinness Storehouse, Kilmainham Jail, I think.
I think once you go like say Ballyfermot, yeah. So that's Yeah.
Fair.
Like,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Within
Like, I
walking
literally
distance,
just
you
go
would
by
say.
the city
Yeah.
what the city council boundary is. So like go
Yeah.
from like Ballyfermot to Donaghmede. That's the city that's the city centre.
So,
think that's
Aaron,
fair.
just to recap, you are outside of the city. You're in the mountains. In fact, you could probably walk to the Hellfire Club from where you were. Just gonna check that actually.
I'm going off this quarter.
He thinks he lives in Dublin City Centre.
Yeah.
No? What's the Kira say?
So yeah, it's like you like she's confirming that you think you live in Dublin city centre.
No.
Yep.
There's a
It's only a
difference.
2-hour walk to the Hellfire Club, man.
There's a difference, right? It's like saying that because I live in, like, if I was in Cork, let's say, if I lived in Bishopstown, which would be, if we're talking about, like, there's a lot of mountains, Bishopstown is about the equivalent to what City West is. I wouldn't consider Bishopstown the city centre, but it's where we consider
it the city.
the city, because technically it actually is within the city boundaries. Because they extended it, like,
No,
So
like,
it's west of the
secure
city.
literally, in fairness, like the name is implied. It's city west of the city. Like,
nah.
The right is on the wall.
It's
Like-
west. It's city west. It's the west of the city. It's
No,
the
it's-
west
that
side
doesn't-
of the city.
no,
West
no.
of the city.
Fucking moron.
Do you know what? That's probably the worst argument I've ever made in my entire life. So
Yes,
you
it
know what? I'm just
fucking
gonna end it
is.
there. No, I'm just gonna end it
The
there.
internet
That
had
was
your back
fucking
of a
brilliant.
steel pug. You're just gonna say you're a fucking moron here, alright? There's no doubt about that.
Don't look it up. It's gonna tell you you're not.
I was just trying to just make up a different argument. It's not west of the city. It's the west side of the city. That's why it's called City West.
Hang on, how long
Right,
have
Aaron,
you
just
lived
fucking-
there?
Amy just
How long
tested
have you
me.
lived there? And you know, apparently you're a fucking expert in the fucking etymology of City West.
Aaron, you don't
Sorry,
even
let me
live
just
in the Dublin
let
city
me just
boundary,
recite
by
you
the
my
way.
history of fucking Blackpool, County Cork, and let's see how that goes.
So, Aaron, I hate to tell you, you're not even part of the city boundaries, mate. You're outside.
Oh,
I've got the official-
Genuinely, honestly, you know what? I've admitted the fact that I fucking lost this argument like 20 minutes ago. Where do I actually? Cause I'm assuming the county. I'm assuming in Dublin County. Then I will be
Oh, you're in the
city at this
county,
point.
all right. Yeah, you're in the mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
You're part of South Dublin County Council.
Yeah,
You're
which is
County Dublin.
Amy just texted me, by the way, you don't live in the city, so I'm just going to send her that Limmy thing. Go back down.
Oh, that's horrible. Do you know what's
You
even
sent him a message
worse?
saying you don't live in the city.
Do you know what's even worse, right? Ballyfermot is considered South Central. That is so apt.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Cherry Orchard, Ballyfermot, that's all South Central.
Fun fact,
Hmm.
since the app Messenger was updated, I can't send downloaded videos into Messenger anymore.
Good.
What the fuck?
The dark day for Aaron. All of his memes are now useless.
There's a lot. Jonathan, there's a lot of my memes are dead here.
All of your moves are dead as well. You're going to start fucking body popping there. Please don't. That will actually get us banned.
He's walking through the desert like a madman.
And in fairness, he's just crashed his own bike because there's a harpy on his back. So,
He is gonna be sweating his balls off in that.
but Dave, he's gonna be fine. He's immortal. He can walk the desert no problem because he's great. He's Cobra. He's the best, greatest man who's ever lived.
That's a good point. By the way, that Aaron, I've made the decision. You live in Wicklow, mate.
Yeah, you're.
Do you know what? I'll take that. If you said Kildare,
Because
then
you
we
can
were
still
gonna
be a
have some
culture
problems.
and get away with it, like.
Again, the gallery says you're actually closer to Kildare than you are.
And that's the end of my time on this podcast. It's been great talking to you all. But I will not accept the fact that I live in fucking Kildare, which is basically just a suburb of fucking Dublin.
It is, to be fair.
One
not gonna
big
lie.
shopping centre. as I keep saying, and I said to Chloe a number of times, if Dublin tomorrow just went, we're taking Kildare. What's that, Chloe? I'm not wrong. Basically, if Dublin tomorrow, if Dublin City Council tomorrow, right, went, we're annexing Kildare, I feel like the whole country will go. I mean, what
I
is
don't
it?
think
Just a
Simon
motorway
Harris
and
has
one
the
big
balls.
shopping centre.
Like,
Yeah.
Shut up, Chloe, the great beef woods.
I can't wait till this call ends and you just know he's gone groveling back to it. I'm so sorry. It was for the podcast. I didn't mean it.
No, when it comes to this argument, when it comes to this particular argument about Kildare, I'm very anti-Kildare. All right.
Really?
What-
Doesn't come across,
what-
Aaron. Doesn't come across
Aaron,
at
what
all.
pissed in your chips about Kildare?
Because it's a pointless county. We could do one less county.
Did they beat you in the GAA or something at some point that it just really fucked you off?
No,
No,
because Kildare don't have anything going for it. Not even
Yes, it
fucking
does.
football. Shut up, Chloe.
it has all horse stuff.
It's got all our stuff apparently. So does Cork. So does many counties.
It has most of our military, Aaron. I'd be nice to Kildare.
I was about to say, that's where the army lives.
I'm sick of you bashing Kildare, Aaron. You
You're
can
from
say
Cork.
so many other counties in Ireland, but not Kildare.
I'll be back to that in 1 second.
Fucking
I'll be back
get
to
him,
that
Chloe.
one.
Fucking get him. Fucking get him.
Aaron, that's so
Jonathan, can I get that clipped? I need that for blackmail, mate. Please.
Oh my god,
Mark on my face, Aaron.
Aaron!
I put her on her place.
Oh Jesus Christ, are you off mute?
I'm not mute, no. They all heard me going like that.
Aaron.
I
I
love
love how nonchalant she is about wife beating. Like, she said, Aaron.
To be fair, let's be fair here. It's Aaron who's getting the shit kicked out of him in that equation because he fucking
Correct.
deserves.
You know what they do to nonsense in prison, Aaron?
This is not fun. That's so crazy.
I love how they
That's
go,
not equipped. No one's going to think that I was actually beating Chloe. Let's be right.
well, that's until it goes on Twitter.
Yeah, true. Actually, yeah.
Posted without context.
Yeah, it was posted completely out of context.
Pork man beats girl. Anyway, yeah.
This is what Dublin does to a man.
Oh,
You can take the man out of Cork, but you can't take the Cork out of the man.
I
can
know
you?
that, Aaron. You need to come on the next episode of this. You need to come on with a T-shirt that says "Beating them like it's 1956."
Oh my god.
You got to
God.
commit. You said double down, Aaron, not me.
Don't back down. Double down.
There you go. Who's this
Yes.
beggar?
Well, we fell into a sinkhole, and apparently this child has been here as well. And supposedly there's this monster around called Crazy Joe. That's all. That's
There's
all
a
the
ch-
information I have
There's
so
a
far.
child locked in a basement by a guy named Crazy.
Called Crazy Joe. Yes.
This is going. This is a really dark turn now. Jesus fucking Christ!
No. You see, this all works for the sycophantic storytelling. Like, not only is Cobra the greatest man who ever lived, he's the greatest fighter. He's the greatest. He has women just floating around him in orbit. Not only that, now he also saves children from monsters, which makes him a hero now as well. He's just so great, Cobra. He's the greatest guy that anyone knows.
They're made out of some kind of metal alloy.
You know, I think everyone should want to be Cobra's friend. You know, pretty personally, I feel like that should be the case. Everyone wants to be Cobra's friend.
Unbelievable! You're the strongest guy I've ever met.
And also, he just bent the bars of the prison as well. It's like, oh, I'm so great. It's like,
I'm great.
oh,
I'm
it's
gonna bend
just-
these bars.
No kidding. What's your name?
You see, like, there is always this kind of thing, like if you ever go on a writing course or you have to like kind of create characters and stuff like that, the first thing you're always told about kind of forming characters is that you always, for every kind of thing in the pro column, you add a con. You always balance out the character, because no one wants to watch a movie or read a story about a guy who's brilliant at everything. You know, like the one exception would be, like, I guess the closest would be someone like James Bond. That's brilliant at everything,
Yeah,
but he also
like-
does have some level of weakness, which is probably women. Quite frankly, that's the whole point of the story. But it's one of those things where, like, you know, if you're like, it's that one of those kind of like LinkedIn wanker fucking things where, like, you know, oh, what's your biggest weakness? I suppose I'm too robust. I guess I work too hard. It's like, that's not a con. That's not a problem in your, or like a point out in your favor. You know,
It's like the comedian thing. You'll never see a sexy comedian because what's the point?
Was it's the same kind of.
I'm gonna point this out. I know a sexy comedian. I have her in my head. She's Australian. Her name is Chloe something.
I'm talking about a male. Sorry, I should have specified.
Oh, male
Male
comedian.
one.
Okay.
Like, you would see a male bodybuilder like Adam Maxted being a comedian. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think he looks pretty funny as it is. Like, that works for
by the
me.
way, Deserby apparently is going off to Marseille. Bit of football news there.
There you are now.
That's apparently his next role.
Graham Potter turned down Brighton, which shows the state it's in the minute.
I think that'll partly be as well. I just think he's too proud to go back after the fuck up that was at Chelsea. It's just like, no, I can do it without. I don't need Brighton again, and I don't really think they need him. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
Probably not.
By the way, did you see the latest poll, Aaron? The Tories have fallen behind Reform UK in the polls.
Yeah, I see now.
Farage is ahead of Sunak.
I think, right, and this
Because
is
he
my
didn't
genuine.
have Sky, Aaron. Even though there was no Sky TV back then, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
The
thing is,
greatest
right,
joke ever fucking told.
I think Farage's next thing for British politics is not the European Court of Human Rights. I don't really think he cares about that too much. I think he wants proportional representation, because he knows that's how he gets more seats. Because first past the post is dead. It's dead for him. The party won't do much with first past the post, but proportional representation, that's how he gets more seats in. So I think that's his next goal now.
But that,
Let's beat
that
up a
can work
fire
both
dragon.
ways. Again, that can work both ways. Because bear in mind, like that, like proportional representation then invites other smaller parties to form. Then, like there will be.
No, it doesn't work
there,
both ways. But I think if he wants to do, he knows Reform is never going to be a heavyweight in right-wing politics. They'll be the loudest, but they won't ever be the biggest.
They're ahead of the Tories, which shocks me. Well, it doesn't shock me.
I know,
you
but I think the Tories will recover eventually. It'll take. I think it'll be like where Labour was after the 2010 crash.
Not Gordon Brown.
It'll just take a while for them to recover, right? So once that happens, his party might get about maybe 50 seats in Parliament. They might become maybe neck and neck with fucking the SNP as being that other fucking second, you know. The SNP are below Labour in terms of the left, let's say, and then they'll be the SNP for the right. So I think once he gets that, he knows he'll eventually then get to go into government at some point with the Conservatives. So I think that's what he wants, to say that he had finally got into government. Now, the other flip side to this is that he loses again, which would also be very funny.
Which is more likely to happen. Again,
yeah.
As it stands,
it's looking very likely he actually gets elected this time. He finally gets an MPC.
Labour are 37% of the polls, right? 37% of the polls. Reform are 19, Conservatives are 18. Lib Dems 14, Green Party 7, SNP 3, the Welsh one 1%, and others are 2%. So it looks like Labour's going to take this election in a landslide. Plaid Cymru.
You fucking...
Plaid Cymru, or Simru, or whatever you want to call it.
Like, it's Plaid Cymru.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe I'm, as an Irishman, I'm saying that to the guy who lives in Scotland. You need to know your Welsh lore, Dave. Come on. You're in this union together, whether you fucking like it or not.
Good.
Exactly. Ah, dear. Anyway. So yeah, so fun fact, we actually died in that exchange with the dragon.
Yeah, I kind of seen a fire coming. I was like, he's not gonna. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but it's
good,
literally
but-
this is now the point where like some things might actually kill you. But again, it's that kind of weird thing where like the game doesn't give you a health bar or anything like that. You just basically pick the wrong choice of the three. And shockingly enough, whenever you get the situation where like, you know, one of these three options is success. Do you know which option it is? It's always the fucking psycho gun. It's always never not psycho gun. It is literally like the joke. Good old rock, nothing beats rock. Like, until hilariously enough, like later on in the game where we actually go up against an enemy where the psycho gun is completely useless, and then we have to just like resort to punching and kicking. It was like, if you were making a point about overusing the psycho gun, well done, but it's like this is not how to program a game, by the way. This is just you're giving us combat through text. Like it's a text adventure. That's it.
Fire dragon blast.
Although I will say that dragon is missing some Dragon Balls. Let's be fair here. Like it's
Here comes
That's
Arm of Doom.
What do they offer to like complete 4 was an actual work tomorrow on my last day?
what's that?
What?
Because I my last full day of work is tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see how much bullshit I can get away with. How many times does my system break down? How many times do I gotta go to the toilet? Do you know? All my internet has to be restarted. How many times do I get away with it before manager goes, come on now? Like, we know
I
it's your
think you
last
should
day.
do all of your calls in a highly amplified Cork accent. Like sound like you've been on the bog for like 35 years. You know, just go full ham.
If I told you
Ask
that
a
before
customer
that
what
happened,
an internet is. That's my challenge for you tomorrow. Is to ask a
Have I
customer
told you the
what
time-
what an internet is.